just Bruce, he don't bite.
It's Brucey!
Welcome back. As usual, my name is Izzy, and I'm here to introduce the video. I'm willing to bet all my quarters that most of you Gen X people really miss the old arcades. It must have been a great experience back then for you. Bruce talks about it all the time. He misses playing his favourite arcade games like this one. The original Pacman was released in arcades in 1980. Then the home consoles slowly started getting popular. This game was featured on many different consoles. Bruce is going to compare a few of them and see which ones he thinks are better than others. Let's take a look, shall we?
Hey boys and girls, and welcome back to my channel, Jenner Custom Toys. My name is Bruce, and I'm a Gen X guy that just likes to mess around on YouTube. If you see my other videos, I do a lot of stuff. Tonight we're talking about retro gaming, specifically Pacman, which was one of my favorite games growing up. It was everybody's back in the 70s and 80s, especially late 70s, because, well, it came out. No, actually, no, it wasn't in the 70s. It came out in 1980, so... yeah, 1980 is what we had, and we were thrilled about it. And I still, to this day, enjoy sitting here playing Pac-Man. Tonight we're going to compare the original Pac-Man with when it first came out on our home gaming systems, specifically the Atari 2600, the Commodore 64, and the NES system. 4 games. It actually came out on 8 different consoles, but I didn't want to make the video ridiculously long, so we're just going to do the 4. And if you like this, maybe I'll do the other 4. I don't know. The other 4 was ColecoVision, and I'm doing this from memory. ColecoVision, Intellivision, another Atari, I think Atari 800 maybe? No. We'll do it later. Anyway, let's compare these games and see what's up. Okay, so unless you live under a rock somewhere, you know that this is the actual Pac-Man game. I'm using an emulator tonight. Yes, I'm cheating a little bit because I don't feel like dealing with my capture card. I've had a bad day. This is the original game from 1980. And we're going to I'm not going to play the whole game. I'm not going to sit here and play for hours and then make you watch me. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible. And I know I'm not very good at that. I have this AI Izzy chick there just pretending to build a toy just to give me something to look at. I made myself real small tonight because I actually busted out 2 teeth today, and I look ridiculous until I go to the dentist. Hey, I thought about making myself AI, but nah, I'm not going to do that tonight. Anyway, that's what we're here for. This is the base game that everybody wanted back in the day. So we are going to just run through real quick, and just, if you've never seen this game, this was so addictive back in 1980, 81, 82, all the way through the 80s. And we never stopped playing it. So, like I said, I'm using MAME emulator for this particular one. And I put a quarter in, theoretically. And let's go. I noticed the music. I love the music. I used to know these patterns, but I don't anymore. It's been that long. I don't remember the patterns. Come here, you. Come here. Ah. Oh, he turned right at the last second. That's what used to always happen. All right, that's enough of that one. I knew it wasn't going to do very good. Just because I love these games doesn't mean I'm any good at it. But it's hard to talk and do this at the same time, play the game, especially when I'm so out of practice. So we're going to move on to the next console, and we'll compare it. I'd love to do a side-by-side. Maybe if I do another one of these videos, I'll do a side-by-side comparison. So that's the original Pac-Man. Let's see what we have next. So the second one we're going to do is the Atari 2600, which, if I remember correctly, okay, I probably don't remember correctly, but I think it was 1981 or 1982, but I'm pretty sure this was the first system to come out with the actual game, because Atari was in a rush to do it, and that's why it's so shitty. I'll tell you that before I even play it. So, all right, let's try it. And you can see the graphics are all messed up. They had very little memory to work with. And these ghosts will give you a seizure. You know, there's a reason why they blinked. They blinked because it took too much memory up to keep them solid. It was a whole big debacle back then. But this is what Atari 26... shit. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to keep going. I just want to show you how bad this was. The next one I'm going to go over is the Commodore 64. And if you're watching my channel, you see I've just been talking a lot about the C64 Mini and the Commodore 64. So let's see what Pac-Man looked like on the Commodore 64. Let's see. Should be able to just hit the button on this one. There we go. There's that familiar Commodore 64 SID chip. Playing the music. Graphics look better. The ghosts aren't blinking. I feel like it's slower, though. Come here, I want to eat you. Come here. Lunchtime. Oh. I told you I wasn't very good at this. I'm just reviewing the games. Oh, I still got another guy. All right. Yeah, okay, well. We'll stop now. Okay, now we're moving on to the Nintendo Entertainment System. NES, the original. Let's see what it has to offer. One player. Ooh. Nintendo also had a very distinct sound with all the music it would play. We're not getting him yet. Oh, I don't like how this controller works with this. I should have waited until the fourth one got out. I could have got them all. I'm dead. So there's that. We're going to review all these at the end. Now, like I said, while I was shooting, I've showed you the original. I mean, it's still my favorite. Actually, this is the one I kind of wanted to feature, but then I realized the video was going too long. I got this at Walmart a couple of years ago, but it plays the original, and I love it because it has the actual joystick that I'm used to, which makes it a lot of fun. The joystick I was using tonight actually came with the C64 Mini. Commodore 64 Mini. You're not supposed to call it Commodore, but let's face it, we all know what it is. I really like this as a retro joystick. I really do. I played Pacman and Donkey Kong and the other games I used to play, but this is the one that I always got used to back in the day when I was playing it. But this is a good unit. It's got Pacman, Dig Dug, and a couple other ones on it. If you could pick this up, it was cheap. You plug it into any TV and it works through AV port. It's not HDMI. But it is kind of good, and I don't really think I need to do a review on it, but it's interesting if you ever pick it up. Now, back to the Pac-Man stuff. Of course, I started out with the original, and of course, that's always going to be the best because it's the original. And then the first one we got was the Atari 2600, which was... it was terrible. But you know what? We didn't know any better, and all we knew was that was the first one we got, that we didn't have to sit there and plug quarters into a machine. So we played the hell out of it. And we was happy to have it. Gosh darn it. We was happy to have it. Because you know we're all old as hell. Well, speaking of being old, if you're over 30 and you're still watching this video, make sure you smash that like button because you must still be interested. So yeah, give me a like or a comment. Tell me what you think. So then after that, we went into the Commodore 64, which is my personal favorite because I had the Commodore 64. I've done videos about the Commodore 64 before. We did the Commodore 64 version. And it was better, and it has that classic Commodore 64 SID sound from the SID chip. And it's I think I predated a MIDI chip, maybe. I don't know. But it was much better. It was much better. And then NES made their version. Those are the versions I actually played when I was getting old. I'm so old. I'm so old. And the rest of them came those are the four that I have experience with, and I told you what I thought about them tonight. I definitely, for a home system, I definitely prefer the Commodore 64 version. That's just my preference. Leave it in the comments if you disagree with me. Tell me what you think. What was your favorite gaming system back then? Not the ones today. Doesn't count. But back then, the home gaming system. Tell me what you think. Which one was your favorite? Mine was definitely the Commodore 64. Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, the original, was very close. Very close. I didn't mind playing it either. But looking back, Atari 2600 was horrible. It was horrible. It was only working with 64K. So they did the best they could. I watched the whole video on the 64K version on the Atari 2600. And I understand why it was that way. But yeah, I think they tried to overextend themselves. Also, kill screen. I've never made it to the kill screen myself. And I thought about putting a clip in here what the kill screen is. But I decided not to unless I can do it myself. So maybe that'll come up in a future video. If I finally do it, it'll be my own gameplay. Haven't been able to do it. Yeah, I'm not that good. I just like playing games. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around this long. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And I will catch you on my next video, which I have no idea what it's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be something interesting, especially for us Gen X guys and girls. Bye!
I'm really surprised he didn't pick Donkey Kong for this video. That's his actual classic game favorite. If we get enough likes for this video, he will do another one for Donkey Kong. Let us know in the comments below. For now, happy retro gaming. See you next time.